Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. And now this is a place that has a little meaning to me. I used to live here way back in 1989, and that was a long time ago. Okay, and I only stayed there about not even a year, maybe about 9 months, 8 or 9 months. And so yeah, so what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna fly around the Jacksonville, Florida area, and I am going to talk about some of the places that I remember, things like that from being out here. Even though it was so long ago, I still have a little bit of stuff I remember about the place, and I have never been back since then. Never returned. Okay. Getting a plane right here. I got the Cessna 172 for this flight today. I think it's appropriate for what I'm looking to do right now. Nothing big, just a little flight around the city here. Okay, and all right, everything is looking good. Mixture, rich. All right, fuel selector is on out. That looks good. Garment is up, and all right. Let's go ahead now and get ready to start the plane. Okay, so yeah, let's do that now. All right, throttle, make sure the throttle's back. Oh, make sure park right. Okay, it's on. All right, we good. Let's give it a start. And she starts right up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get taxiing, and I'm gonna take off from the south here, the south end, or I could take off from the north end. Yeah, you know what? That's actually going to be the north end, but I'm going to take off down here, but I'm going to take off towards the south. I'm going to depart south. Okay. So we got a good start. So we release the parking brake, and we'll get the plane underway. This is called Deep Forest, this airfield. FD48, I believe. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I think that says 48, but let's take a look here. I'll pull it up just like this real quick. Yeah, FD48. So in this, a couple of little waypoints here set up there. You know, one of them was an apartment I used to live in way back then. And it's still there, you know, so I like doing stuff like this in flight sim, you know, going to areas where I used to live, or places that have a little bit of meaning to me, you know. And when I do this stuff, I just fly a small plane, usually a single engine plane like the Cessna or one of the other ones. I would like to pick up the Cessna 182. By Coronado. I think that would be a great plane. Well, there's two of them, the retractable landing gear one, and then the one with the fixed landing gear. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna turn around when we get to the end right here. I probably could do it right here. I mean, no, probably I can. Okay, so let's just go ahead and turn around right here. There's plenty of room to turn this plane. It's just a Cessna. All right, so let's go ahead and turn around. But actually, you know what, now I'm looking at it, I might actually go in the rest a little bit here. But that's fine. Doesn't turn as tight as I would like it to, but I have a lot of runway here to take off, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, now let's just stop. Let's stop right here for a moment, because what I want to do is I'm going to put that altitude in at about 2,000, maybe about 2,000. Just set it now where I'm not filling with that in the air. Okay, How's my trim looking? Good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put that on 1, and let's go. Release the parking brake. Wait, it is released. Okay. I thought I put it in. All right, we can take it off. And yeah, we'll take a look at some of these areas, and I'll talk about them as I fly over, and well, what I remember of the areas anyway. Okay, we at about 60 right now, and here we are. Let's take it off. So we're taking off to the south here, and I'm going to turn to the east, and we'll go over some of the coast first. And I do need to put my trim a little bit higher, even more than that. Okay, but I need to let my speed build up a little bit. All right, we're going good now. Plane's more stable. Let's go ahead and turn it out this way. We'll do like this. Let's just turn it to our east some. And I'm going to hit autopilot, vertical speed, and that was up at about 800. And we'll get to 2,000 and go from there. And I'm going to put my heading in, heading select mode on. And I'll just do that for now. So up here on the left is going to be Jacksonville Beach. Now there's quite a few areas here to the beach. I think there's like a Neptune Beach, Atlantic Beach, and places like that. So take a look at that. So first is Jacksonville Beach, then north of there Neptune Beach, then Atlantic Beach. Okay, so they all kind of just right up here. Actually, I think right now we are at Vedra Beach. Or close to it. Or somewhere in between there and Jacksonville Beach. So we can make a turn just along the coast here. And follow it around here. And we should be reaching, oh yeah, we have 2,000 right now, so that's good. And let's go back a little bit here. All right, and you can get a good view of the beach here. Beaches are nice out here, and I'm sure they still are. And I imagine a lot has changed in this area since I've been out here. I mean, that is a long time ago. So, you know, we in, 2024 right now. We talk about 1989. You talk about 35 years ago. You know, so that's a good ways. You know, that's a long time ago. You know, over three and a half decades. So, you know, in me just remembering some things, it's, you know, I can still remember some things, but not everything, you know. And I was surprised to see those apartments are still there, which we're going to take a look at shortly. All right, let me go ahead and adjust my heading here. This way, you can see I'm going to follow right along the beach, just to the east of it here. That way we can get a good look from the cockpit here too. So, you know, they have some hotels here and condos all along, you know. And as you go along closer up north there before you get to that waterway, let's see, yeah, before you get to the waterway is going to be Atlantic Beach. Catherine Abbey, Hannah Park is like right up here. and there's the Mayport Naval Station up here. You know, so yeah, that's a good view of Jacksonville Beach. This looks like Neptune Beach. I believe this is Neptune Beach. Oh no, that is Jacksonville Beach. Neptune's right up here, and then Atlantic's right after that. I mean, it's just different names, but they all basically, as you can see, the same beach. It's just different names as you go down further, you know. Less populated when you get up to Neptune and Atlantic Beach. All right, so now let's zoom out a little bit here, and we're gonna try to start heading over this way. We're gonna make a turn to the west, and first let's just turn a little bit more. I don't want to get too close because we want to be able to see off the side here. As soon as it level off, we'll be able to see better. Okay, there you go. A little bit higher. Yeah, and I used to had some good times out there. You know, it was just pretty strange part in my life because back then, I mean, I was really young. I lost my dad like just not even months before I moved out here. And I moved out there with my sister. We both moved out here, and we never really lived anywhere outside of Louisiana, New Orleans area. So we've done that move, and I'm quite sure a lot has changed. I don't know a whole lot about Jacksonville these days, but you know, I'm using a map to refer to the place I'm going to be flying over. Some of the things I remember, some shopping centers down here. I know there was a mall. There used to be a shopping mall out there. And I know that Jacksonville Landing is still there. And you can see off in the distance right here, that's downtown Jacksonville right there. That's the downtown area. It's not the biggest CBD compared to other places. Alright, I'm going to just keep on heading in this direction. And you can see the river running through here. And it runs out to the Atlantic. A couple more airfields. These two here. I think this is the main. Oh, no, this is the main airport, K-Jax. I think that's it. And this is a regional, a regional airport. And I believe a naval one here. I think that's another naval one. And when we get across, when we get to the river up here, we'll fly over the CBD area, downtown. Take a look at that. And you can see the airfield right here. That is that's the regional airport, KCRG. So let's see what they call that. Let me see what the name of it is. I believe it's something regional, but let's take a look. KCRG. Jacksonville Executive at Craig Airport. So yeah, it's kind of like a regional airport, executive airport. You could fly. And if I had, if I was flying a single engine, that's where I would land and take off from. Or where I took off from is a really small little airport. But this would be perfect for business jets, things like that, like fly off and on. And if you're coming in with an airliner, you know, departing or arriving, then you're going to be wanting to be at KJAX. Have any of you ever been around this area? If so, drop a comment below and let me know. And let me know, you know, if you went there for vacation, if you lived there, what. Be interested to hear from others, especially if it was recently, because I'd like to know how it's changed, you know. But you know, these satellite imagery and flight simulator, I doubt it's very old. It's probably fairly updated in the last couple of years at least, you know. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, let me do another turn here. I want to pass to the right of this here, which this was the apartments. Close to there. So what this is going to do is this is going to fly us over there, and we are going to go across the river. I might want to do another turn here. Yeah, my darling, and about another 10 degrees to the north here. That way I'm passing directly over it. You know, sometimes, you know, you can see a little bit better, or at least more of a realistic view from the cockpit here. And I don't remember what this is. Maybe a park or something? I'm not sure what that is. It certainly stands out. I mean, look at all of this, and then that just stands out right there. Don't know. Yeah, it looks like a park. Maybe. We are coming up on that area right below me, right here. These apartments. I used to live there. I believe in this building right here. And as you see, they are still there. I remember swimming in this pool, you know, and a long time ago, but there they are. And coming up over here, it's going to be, let's see, did I get to that? I didn't get to that waypoint yet. Okay, so I'm going to do a turn here. Okay, what I was trying to fly over here, right here, this building here is a Navy recruiting office. I remember that too. That was something else I remember. Here's the overpasses. You got to go through the bridges here, shipyard here. I worked at I worked at this shipyard here. I think it was right here on this side, or maybe right here somewhere. It's probably changed, but it was one of those. I worked as security at that shipyard back then. The front gate and kind of just the area, just patrolling, things like that. So and this was the stadium here, and we're gonna fly over. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a turn out that way, and start heading in. Yeah, this whole shipyard area, it was Jacksonville Shipyards is what it was called. And I don't know if it was right here or right here. I don't really remember. Some of this right here and this looks a little familiar. I remember going down a road and, you know, I mean, I'm remembering long ways back here, so, you know, I'm not really sure. But it was, or no, it was the Jacksonville shipyards. I don't even know if it's called that anymore. Looks like they got something. It looks more like a port than a shipyard, you know. Big containers down there. But this might have been in here. But I know it was over there. And anyway, coming up right here. And I believe up here on the right is called the Jacksonville Landing. It's either there or here. One of the two. Yeah, I believe that's it right there, Jacksonville Landing. And it's kind of like the Riverwalk in New Orleans. And I do remember this building here, Wells Fargo building. Yep, that is the Jacksonville Landing. I just verified it right there. Get a lot of things going on over there around that area, downtown. I believe, if I remember, they had fireworks out there, 4th of July, New Year's, I'm sure. So that is the CPD area, right there. And you notice all of the bridges, here, 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 you know. So just this one little, just this area, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bridges crossing that river. 5 of them. So if one bridge is out, I'm sure you ain't gonna have no trouble finding another one to get you where you're going. Unlike New Orleans, man, we only had, you know, the Crescent City connection and a couple other ones there, but not many, you know. You got traffic, you're just stuck in them. Okay, let's see what airport this is. KHEG. We might try to land there. And I can see it right here. That's just too convenient. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and land there. Okay, so I'm going to disengage the autopilot. I got a great view of that runway there. So let's go ahead and start the approach. I'm going to get down to about maybe 1,500. And if you're wondering, this is a custom livery. It's available in a pack on the in-game marketplace. And I love it. It's a great livery. Really nice. I don't remember the developer of this livery here. I don't know which one it was. And looks like it froze a little bit here. It shouldn't do that too much. It should be pretty smooth from this point on. Hopefully. And even if it's not, it's just a Cessna. I shouldn't have no trouble landing. I'm going to drop in some flaps in here. Let's get our trim down. After all, we're looking to land the plane. Yeah, I'm getting some more stuttering here. Let's go this way. But yet my frame rates are just really good, you know, so it don't always make much sense. All right. We better get this thing slowed down, so let's drop in full flaps. This is live weather, but it's not live time. I took off at 9:15 a.m. here. Alright, we're coming up down to 70, so that's slow enough. And it wants to start at the last minute here. Okay, coming on in. Let's get a little more speed. Get those RPMs up there a little bit. We're coming right on in. 1 way, 2, 5 here. I'll just set it down, almost hands off here. It's just stuttering at the worst moments, huh? Okay, coming on in. And let's taxi to parking. Come out this way a little bit. And we get those flaps up. And I'm going to just park like right over there on the left by that red plane or something. This airport looks a little bit busier than what I expected it to be. Quite a bit of airport traffic and helicopters, airplanes, everything. My first time here. Citation jets there. I'm gonna pull right on in here, just right here. This will be fine. He's direct me, but I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm not gonna use a push off with this. Obviously not necessary. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut the plane down and conclude this flight. All right, parking brake on. Make sure cut. Okay. We are shut down, and that concludes this flight here. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And let me know what you think about Jacksonville, Florida. Have you ever been around there or anything like that? You ever lived there? Yeah, drop a comment below. And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.